From Wall Street to Main Street, this is LALATE.
It's a major night here on Evenings LALATE on Channel 1, Channel 2, and Channel 3 of LALATE. The U.S. economy is on fire. After we thought we were falling apart, and then suddenly everything changed so dramatically. It started last week when Facebook's parent company Meta blew out revenue, up 19%. It propelled the entire U.S. economy straight up, crypto on fire, stocks on fire, and the U.S. economy getting better by the minute. More stimulus checks as well. In tonight's recording, we'll go over the announcement that came in Friday night after the close of the markets as the Biden administration expanded one of the stimulus checks featured on this channel for nearly 2 years. We'll go over that massive stimulus for 2023. It's for you, Ssdi, SSA, veterans, low income. Become a member and get ready for the broadcast that is changing by the hour because the U.S. economy is changing by the hour. We'll be looking at what's going on with a massive swapping of corporate earnings that were going down and then suddenly went back up. The major breakout of crypto coins in the big second half. The latest details on corporations leaving unearnings on the table. Ford. And plus, we'll be looking at the big money, $500,000 of stimulus in tonight's broadcast. Go into this video, become a member, Purple Hawk, Purple Power, and Calcino VIP. You're watching LALATE with 3 broadcasting channels, LA1, LA2, and LA3. And first, we're going to go over the massive stimulus, the expansion of one of those stimulus checks on Friday. Then we'll go over the latest details of what happened with the stock market and the breakout of crypto. The U.S. economy is on fire once again. No longer a bear market, now a bull market. No longer a deep recession, and now a booming economy. And you want to be along for the ride. It's on 3 channels, LA1, LA2, and LA3. It's a brand new broadcast tonight for the shores of Santa Monica, California. I'm excited you're along for the ride. Let's get to the breaking details with the expansion of stimulus check OE overnight. The expansion of crypto going through the roof. We're looking at brand new coins making big runs today, and your opportunity to make a potential 17% return in less than 24 hours. And then Ford, what happened with Ford and why did they miss across the board? The breaking details and everything you need to know starts right now in America's most beloved show in prime time for financial news. It's LALATE, and the breaking news is right now. And good evening, everybody. The major announcement came on Friday as expansion of one of those stimulus checks featured on this channel for nearly 2 years came in from the Biden administration. If you're a member, it was immediately delivered to you in the membership newsletter, which is now updated 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. We'll go over the latest details if you missed it. Big broadcast tonight. We're first going to go over these big stimulus checks, A, B, C, E to K, L to Q. These are stimulus checks for you, SSI. SSDI, SSA, veterans, low income, law being paid out. We're going to go over each of these incredible checks in this broadcast. Here's tonight's roadmap for this broadcast of prime time. First, we're going to go over stimulus checks A to C, law. Then we'll take a break and look at that incredible membership newsletter. We've got brand new features overnight, and it's so exciting. Then we'll continue into stimulus checks E through K. And the major announcement that came in Friday from Department of Treasury after the close of markets, the expansion of stimulus check E. Then we'll go to E to K and L to Q. We'll jump into the other stimulus checks that pay over $500,000. After we do stimulus check C, we'll look at that membership news and go over how to do this. And then in the big second half, it's Crypto Wall Street Live as we look at the excitement of some coins breaking out right this moment. Up 17% today, Fetch and MR We'll be looking back at render token, and we're looking at the resistance levels, plus we'll be looking at the corporate earnings that came in this week, and it all started with Facebook's company, Meta. Good evening, and thank you for watching America's most watched show for financial news in prime time. It's a brand new broadcast tonight. I'm excited you're here. Let's jump into the breaking news tonight. Stimulus checks A through Q are law. They're federal stimulus from the federal government passed over the last few years, and they're still funded. And one of them got expanded on Friday night after the close of the markets. And I did not miss it. It went immediately into the membership newsletter, which is now updated 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. I sent an alert about it, but if you missed it, we're going to recap it right now. We're going to first go over stimulus checks A to Q. They all have the same eligibility. But after we get to stimulus check C, we'll take a break and look at that incredible membership newsletter to understand how to get all these incredible stimulus checks one at a time. And later in this broadcast, we'll go over the latest details of what's going on with this markets, and boy, is it exciting broadcast tonight. Let's go over stimulus checks A to C. A to C are the stimulus checks passed from Joseph Biden in spring of last year, and they are deliciousness. The longest of the paying checks on this channel is stimulus check B because it pays on average 18 months of monthly stimulus checks, about 5 checks per month, and about $3,000 across the board. The most delicious of all the stimulus checks is N, a brand new computer tablet. The largest stimulus check is coming up late in this broadcast. It's $500,000. It's stimulus check R. But these checks you see on the screen, A to Q, are all for you. If you made less than $75,000 last year, get them. Married couple, $150,000 less, go get them. These are stimulus checks for 2023, law. SSI, get them. Ssdi, get them. SSA, get these stimulus checks. Veterans, low income, how do I get them? We're going to go over the categories of checks, A to C. Then we'll take a break and look at that incredible membership newsletter. Have you become a member? That's where you get all these incredible stimulus checks applications in. And the membership newsletter is now being updated every hour on the hour with breaking details of expansion of stimulus, expansion of the financial markets. You don't want to miss becoming a member. Now more comes to you for the value of the same membership it's ever before. Then we'll go back into stimulus checks E through K, the announcement from the Biden administration on Friday night, the expansion of stimulus check E, and then go to L to Q. All right, let's go into the first 3 checks. All these checks on the screen have the same eligibility. There's stimulus checks for you, SSI. Stimulus checks for you, Ssdi. Stimulus checks for you, SSA. Stimulus checks for you, veterans. Stimulus checks for you, low income. If you made less than $75,000 last year, go get it. Married couple, $150,000 less, go get them. These are federal stimulus checks from the federal government to U.S. states and U.S. territories, so go get them. How do you get them? They're in the membership newsletter. First, let's go over the first 3 checks, A, B, and C. These are the beautiful checks that were passed by Joseph Biden in spring of 2022, and they're just really quite wonderful. The totality of these 3 checks is a lot of money. It's over $100,000, and I really like them a lot. But of the checks of A, B, and C that I like the most is stimulus check B, because stimulus check B on average pays about 18 months, 5 checks per month, and about $3,000 across the board. Stimulus check B is great. I like N. It's coming up in a second. It's a brand new computer, tablet, and laptop. And the largest of the stimulus checks in that membership newsletter, $500,000. It's coming up in a second. But let's go back into the stimulus checks A, B, and C from Joseph Biden. Joseph Biden passed these stimulus checks in spring of last year, and it was $100,000 done by executive action, A, B, and C. Let's look at A, and then we'll look at B, and then we'll look at C. A is a $6,500 to $12,000 stimulus check. I love it. It's really quite wonderful. Become a member, and then go right into that membership newsletter and go down to stimulus check A and start pouncing and getting that beautiful stimulus check A right now across the board. Stimulus check B is the longest of the paying stimulus checks on LALATE. We did it. You did it. Congratulations. You advocated for MSC on this channel for 2 years, and you finally got it. Because B for 2023 is a lot of monthly stimulus checks. Let's look and see what Frank Mancuso got. He's a member. Look at that beautiful hawk behind his name. He got 18 months of about 5 to 7 checks per month. That's a lot of monthly stimulus checks. He got 18 months of utilities, 18 months of high-speed internet, 18 months of mortgage, folks, that's a lot of checks per month. And that's why B pays the most number of checks. The most actual checks you're getting is stimulus check B. Stimulus check R pays the most money, $500,000. Stimulus check N is the most exciting branded computer tablet. But B pays the most actual paper checks. Love it. Don't you love it? I just love it. It's fast stimulus. Become a member. Do right now. Go right in this video and get that beautiful stimulus check B. It is the same eligibility as all these stimulus checks we're going over initially. Become a member and go right into that newsletter. We'll go over that newsletter in just a second after we're done with stimulus check C coming up right now. So after stimulus check B, then the President of the United States expanded stimulus check C, which has been on this channel for a long time. It is rent, utilities, mortgage assistance, and more. And this beautiful stimulus check C is just a lot of money. It again is for rent, utilities, mortgage assistance, and more. And how much money can you get? Let's look at some of the success stories that viewers have gotten for stimulus check C on this channel for nearly 2 years. Expanded by the Biden administration. Now viewers for rent are getting upwards of $30,000. Just absolutely incredible. For utilities, they're getting upwards of $15,000. Combinations of checks, they're getting upwards of $200,000. It's a lot of money. And let's see what could be your success story starting right now. Here are some of the recent success stories. Do you want $30,000 of rent? Become a member. Go right in the video to where it says newsletter and go right into that newsletter, Stimulus Check C. We'll go over this in a second together as a family. And it's Stimulus Check C. It tells you the 12 places to reach out to, the 12 things to say, and what to say for this beautiful money for rent. $30,000 of rent. Wow. And then utilities. You have a water bill, you have an electric bill, you have a heating oil, you have a gas bill, you have a telephone bill. However many utilities, get them all paid as much as you can. And viewers are now getting upwards of $15,000. And they're getting upwards of 18 months of 5 checks per month. That's a lot of money. So that Stimulus Check C in the membership newsletter tells you who to call and what to say. Combinations of checks. And let's look at these numbers. Nancy is at 32,000, and then Mark is at 32. Mark went from 32,000 to then he went to more, 50,000. And then I told him to go get more money after that, and he went to a whopping 100,000 and then 166,000. Here's Lorraine, she was at 105. She went to 155,000. So far, we're only at Stimulus Check C, and guess what? A lot of other people have gotten even more money for that for Stimulus Check C. Dragon, triple member of all 3 channels, has gotten a whopping $170,000. Johnny helped 20 friends and neighbors get $250,000 from Stimulus Check C. It's all available for you. Become a member and go right into this video right now and join the channel. So as promised, now that we have done Stimulus Checks A, B, and C for the President of the United States for 2023, now let's take a break and let's look at C, that membership newsletter. You're excited? You want that B because you know it pays a lot of months. You like that. You like that C because that pays a lot of checks. So how do I become a member? And how do I go and get these incredible stimulus checks? And where is the membership newsletter? Let's go over all these details starting right now. Step 1, go into the video, join the channel. Join LALATE 1 or LALATE 2 or LALATE 3, any 3 of the broadcasting channels you may be watching right now. Then, at the top of the chat, the pinned comment, and the description of every video on all 3 LALATE channels, every day on the hour, is this website, news.lalalate.com/newsletter. That is the newsletter. It never moves. It's always there. And it's at all the top of the chat, pinned comment, and the description of every video on all 3 channels. Go right in and start pouncing across the board. Once you're into that membership newsletter, grab the password from the most recent post on your channel and put that password into that password-protected members-only newsletter website right now and get access to all the members-only information. In that incredible membership newsletter, you got Stimulus Check A to C, E to K, L to Q. Again, here's the website. You don't have to write it down. It's at the top of the chat, the pinned comment, and the description of the video. It's news.lalalate.com/newsletter. That's where you apply for these incredible stimulus checks. Now, did you see what happened overnight? Did you see what happened this week? The newsletter has been expanded dramatically. dramatically for the same price it always has been. First, the newsletter is getting updated throughout the day. On Friday night, Stimulus Check E was expanded by the Biden administration. No one caught it, except me. And immediately I put into the membership newsletter and sent out a message to all my members, you, to say, go look at the expansion of that Stimulus Check E. If you missed it, I'm going to go over it in just a second. Next, the membership newsletter is now being updated throughout the day, not just one time a day, because there is so much breaking news. It features the latest details of what's happening with corporate earnings, also what's happening with the economy, and also your coins you want to stock at the start of the day because you don't want to miss the opportunity to make big sums of money when something happens. And when there's a change of stimulus, it goes right into the membership newsletter instantly. I send an alert for you. It's all in there. Where can you get any type of information like this in financial news? From stimulus, the economy, jobs, corporate earnings, stocks, and crypto, all for a few dollars, and walk away with tens and hundreds of thousands of dollars of stimulus and the potential of this, a 26% return on your investment in just a few hours. Yeah, that's Render Token featured yesterday on this channel and went up 26%. We have new coins coming up late in this broadcast. Folks, it pays to become a member. It's just a few dollars to become a member. And suddenly you could be getting alerts that something is up 17% in just a few hours. 17% is more than just a few dollars of becoming a member. It pays just within minutes to becoming a member. Plus, it has the latest as what's happening with the economy. You don't miss across the board. So far we've done stimulus checks A, B, and C. Same eligibility. These are SSI, SSDI, SSA, Veterans Low-Income Stimulus Checks. Now, let's continue to the other stimulus checks thereafter. And the breaking news that came in on Friday. Stimulus check E through K. The reason why LALATE is number one in this subject matter and has propelled to number two in all financial news in American broadcasting this year is because I don't miss anything. And on Friday night, Department of Treasury, via the Biden administration, initiated an alert that it's modifying the eligibility for Stimulus Check E. And immediately, even though it was a Friday night, after the close of the markets, I caught it and I immediately put it into the membership newsletter. I sent you an alert and I immediately started making broadcasts about it. Stimulus Check E is a great one of those checks that came from Congress. Let's turn to those stimulus checks E through K right now. Again, these are the checks from Congress. And Treasury on Friday expanded E, which is the $7,500 tax credit towards the electric vehicle. They expanded it so that, one, more vehicles qualify. Two, you can get more money. And number three, it gets better than ever before. This is the result of advocacy from many different groups over the last year. And now Stimulus Check E is paying more money to more people for more incredible stimulus. The Stimulus Check E, it's in the membership newsletter. It's absolutely huge. Stimulus Check F. We continue with these checks from Congress. Again, these are all your stimulus checks for you, SSI and SSDI. Stimulus Check F is a beautiful $4,000 stimulus check. Love it. Stimulus Check G, 30% off. Stimulus Check H, $2,000 stimulus check. Wow. Stimulus Check I, an $8,000 stimulus check. And J, $8,000 stimulus check. Finally, K, the last stimulus check from Congress of the E to K. Beautiful, $15,000 stimulus check. Now, my job as a broadcaster is never to miss anything. And I found you stimulus checks L to Q also in spring of last year. And they're still law as well. These are all your 2023 stimulus checks for you, SSI, SSDI, SSA, low income, 75,000 less, married couple, 150,000 less. In L to Q is N. And N is really one of the most popular stimulus checks. Why? It's a brand new computer. It's a brand new tablet, brand new laptop. Why would you not like that? With free internet, it's Stimulus Check N in the membership newsletter. Look at what this membership newsletter gets you. Access to a brand new computer, access to breaking news, access to the opportunity to get a 18% return on your investment in just a few hours from a crypto coin breaking out right now. So much detail. And it's just for the original price that the membership newsletter has been for over 2 years. That's why members have been members on this channel for 2 years, because the membership newsletter is adding so many new features almost every day. Stimulus Check N, you want a brand new computer tablet, go get it right as well. Then we have Stimulus Check O, 0 down payments, 0 closing costs on a brand new mortgage. Stimulus Check P is a beautiful refi 3%, and Q is a gorgeous $15,000 stimulus check. I always forget to mention the membership newsletter also features the worksheets, totally free, at the top of that membership newsletter. So those are your beautiful stimulus checks A to Q, with the expansion of Stimulus Check E overnight. Have you become a member? Do it right now. Go right in this video, join the channel. Join LA1 or LA2 or LA3. Then subscribe. Subscribe to all three channels. It's free to subscribe. And then go into that membership newsletter. Here's the membership newsletter. news.lalate.com/newsletter. It's at the top of the chat, the pinned comment, and the description of this video. And every video on all three channels of LA1, LA2, and LA3. Grab the password from the most recent post for members on your channel, update it daily, and put it into that incredible membership newsletter, and you have access to all this huge information across the board. In the big second half, we have a lot going on because, whoa, look at this. Ouch. And this, oh my. Yeah, this just happened. This just happened. You ain't going to miss this at all. But here was Meta this week. They had a big breakout. Ford leaving cars unsold. Why is this? This is 2 days ago, Render token. But today, Render is back in our watch list. Breakout Coin and Fetch giving a 17% return today, and MNR a beautiful 15% return. We'll be looking at the coins, the stocks, and of course the financial news for the markets, as we had corporate earnings that came in this week and they were inconsistent across the board. We had corporate earnings that made us sort of feel whiplash between Alphabet, Intel, Microsoft, and Ford. We'll go the latest details of what you need to know in the big second half as America's most loved show in prime time continues. It's LALATE Evenings, and we'll have all this and more coming up in 60 seconds as everything you need to know about this economy from top to bottom, left and right, is underway. Remember, it's not going to be a deep hard recession anymore. Number two, it's not going to be a bear market. It's a bull market right now. Number three, it's not going to be crypto winter. It's crypto summer. And number four, there's big money to be made every hour on the hour. And that's why people are coming to LA in record numbers. All three shows, live shows last night, posted their highest numbers ever. And the details are updated literally on the hour. You're looking at live charts right now. We'll be going into those live charts in the big second half. Boy, I'm so excited you're here for another big show tonight from the shores of Santa Monica, California. It's America's most loved show in prime time. It's brand new tonight. And I'll see you back in 60 seconds. If you want money right now, not 5 days from now, and not 5 weeks from now, then reach out to the community page. The volunteers can help you find that money for rent and utilities. That's at news.lalate.com/community. The community page features a series of volunteers who are viewers like you. They can help you find rent, utilities, SNAP, food benefits, mortgage assistance, and help you with eviction moratorium questions as well. Their Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram individuals reach out to them and indicate the city and state you're from, and they'll get back to you shortly. That's a community page. Volunteers working for you, viewers helping one another. Stay with LA for more. Join LALATE Daily for the excitement of the new LALATE live daily. The excitement starts on mornings LALATE at 9 a.m. Home LALATE returns at 11 a.m. daily. And then afternoons LALATE at 1 p.m. Join us daily as the excitement continues live from Santa Monica on LALATE.